So I told myself I'm going to show up for 50 days straight, no matter what. Even on days when I don't feel like it. Even on days nothing is working. You know what I mean? I'm just going to still press record. And I don't know how this is going to go. You feel me? But I do know one thing. You know what I mean? I am tired of starting over. You know what I mean? Because if I'm being honest, it's not that, I don't have ideas. It's not that, I don't know what to do. It's not that, it's not that I don't want it bad enough. Honestly, I just feel like it's just that sometimes I don't show up. And that was, I ain't gonna lie, that was hard to admit. You feel me? That was just really hard to admit. You know what I mean? Because it is easy to blame, things like time, work, being tired, life. But when you really sit there and you think about it, you realize the biggest thing holding you back is inconsistency. You know what I mean? And I see it in my own life. Like, I definitely see it in my own life, working these long shifts, coming home tired, still trying to figure, things out, still trying to find the energy to just create something. You know what I mean? Some days I got it, some days I don't. You feel me? It is what it is. But what I started realizing is this: the days I don't show up, those be the days that cost me the most. And it's not because, one day matters that much. You know what I mean? It's not that, but because, it starts turning into a pattern. Like, miss one day, then another, then the next thing you back at square one again. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And honestly, I'm just tired of that cycle. You feel me? I'm really tired of that cycle. And I told myself, I said, let me do something different. You know what I mean? And it don't necessarily have to be perfect. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be overthought. I'm not waiting for the right moment. I'm just going to show up every day. You feel me? And yeah, I might miss a day here and there. Life happens. It is what it is. But I'm not missing twice. I'm not disappearing. I'm not going ghost on myself again, people. I'm not doing that, because to me, that's what it really comes down to. You know what I mean? Keeping promises to yourself. And I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm going to keep it all the way real. We make promises to other people and we show up. You feel me? All the time. But when it comes to ourselves, we fold. Like, we say things like, I'll start tomorrow, I'll get to it, I just need more time. And then tomorrow turns into weeks turn into months, and now you looking back at life like, what did I actually do? You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be in that position no more. I'm tired, I'm done. You know what I mean? It's not happening. Because I started thinking, what if the real difference between people who grow and people who stay stuck is in talent? It's not talent. It's not resources. Hell, it's not even an opportunity. It's just who shows up. You feel me? Respectfully. That's what it is. On the good days, you feel me? And on the bad ones. Like, that's what it's all about. Because anybody can show up when they feel good. But who are you when you don't feel like it? That's when everything changes. That's when everything changes, people. And I had to check myself on that quick, because I had days where I felt like, this ain't working. You know what I mean? Nobody's watching. Hell, I just posted a video about that yesterday, about me feeling like nobody's watching. You know what I mean? Like, I be asking myself things like, what's the point? But then I thought about it like this. What if it's not about who's watching right now? What if it's about who I'm becoming? You know what I mean? By just continuing anyway. You feel me? Because every time I show up, I'm building something. And it's not just content. You feel me? It's not just content. But I feel like it's discipline, it's confidence, it's consistency. You know what I mean? And those things, they don't happen overnight. That happens when it's like repetition in place, you know what I mean? Through showing up, you feel me? Even when it don't feel like it matters, you feel me? And I feel like that's what a lot of people be missing. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people be missing. They want the results, but they don't respect the process. You know what I mean? They want the growth, but they don't want to do the reps. Let's make this make sense, people. And listen, I'm not exempt from that. You feel me? I'm not exempt from that. But now, I'm choosing different. I'm choosing to show up. Even when it's inconvenient. Even when I'm tired. Even when I don't feel like I'm ready. Because at some point, you gotta stop asking things like, is this working? And start asking, am I working? And that's the shift I'm on right now. You know what I mean? So these 50 days, it ain't even really about YouTube. You know what I mean? It's about proving to myself that I can be consistent, that I can show up, you know what I mean? No matter what, you feel me? Because once you build that, everything else changes. So yeah, I don't know exactly what's gonna come from this, but I do know this, right? I do know this. I'm not stopping this time. And if you got something in your life that you keep putting off, this might be your sign. This video right here might be your sign. So stop waiting, stop overthinking, stop trying to get everything perfect, and just start showing up. You know what I mean? Just start showing up consistently, because that might be the one thing that changes everything for you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I go by the name of Stash Cash. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I mean? I'm ready for this challenge. You know what I mean? I'm not missing no days, though. I'm not missing no days. But thanks for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'll holler at y'all in the next video. Yeah.